Hey guys, I want to take a few minutes of your time to talk about safe Bible transactions in Facebook groups. Stay tuned. So most Bible transactions are going to be pretty straightforward. If you want to guarantee your purchase, you need to either pay with a guaranteed means of payment, whether that be a credit card or PayPal goods and services. That protects you as the buyer, where if you send money and you don't get a Bible in return, you can get your money back. The same can be said for the seller. Do not ship the Bible on a promise of payment. Make sure you receive full payment before you ship. So with both of those things in mind, be sure that you approach a transaction with a healthy level of skepticism. Also, with Bible transactions that contain multiple Bibles or with the value over $500 or more, it might be worth it to both parties to use a mediator. And the mediator would be a middleman. I have acted as a mediator in the past several times. I'm actually currently doing it right now. I'm going to be reviewing some Bibles that I'm mediating with. And I'll just lay out real quickly how a mediator works, because I think there's some confusion or just not really a lot of experience using a mediator. So first, the buyer will send the full payment to the mediator. The mediator will hold all the money and disperse all the money. Second, once the mediator can confirm the money has been sent and he's holding the money, now the seller will send the Bibles to the mediator as well. Now third, once the mediator receives the Bibles, he acts as quality assurance for the buyer. So he's going to open and he's going to inspect all the Bibles or the Bible that is being sold. Number four, once the mediator has inspected the Bible or Bibles, he will then ship the Bibles to the buyer and release the funds to the seller. Now, when using a mediator, you're going to have additional shipping costs. You're going to be shipping from the seller to the mediator and from the mediator to the buyer. Typically, those shipping costs are negotiated prior to using the mediator. Either the buyer's going to pay all shipping costs, or the seller can pay all shipping costs, or the seller can pay shipping from himself or herself to the mediator, and the buyer will pay shipping from him or herself from the mediator to them. Now, lastly, the compensation for the mediator is typically similar to like tipping a waiter. Whatever your bill is, 15, 20% is usually a fair amount to tip. On a $500 transaction, $75 to $100 is pretty typical compensation for a mediator, and that's usually paid between the buyer and seller splitting it because they are protecting both parties, so both parties would usually chip in to pay that fee. You certainly could pay less than that as long as the mediator agrees to that amount, but the mediator provides a level of security for both buyer and seller and guidance through the process. So I hope this little video helps you when deciding on different ways to protect yourself as both a buyer and a seller with using guaranteed forms of payment as a buyer, and as a seller, do not ship unless you've received payment, unless you are using a mediator. And using a mediator is usually in cases where the value of the trade is over $500 or more. And you can also use a mediator for smaller trades, but it might not be worth the time of the mediator to go through for a $20 tip or whatever it might be. So if you're looking for the most secure way to have a Bible transaction, or basically any transaction, using a mediator will guarantee that. And as with all my videos, if this is you left a comment on a recent video, and I thank you for that. You want a Bible? Please email me and I'll get a Bible out to you. If you'd like to be eligible for a giveaway, just be sure to leave a comment on a video. Pretty simple. Hey, and leave a like if you like this type of content, and if you don't like it, give me 2 dislikes. And if you're looking for ways to help support the channel, just subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching. Take care. God bless.